The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed are the speaker's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of the community. The material and information presented on this podcast is for general information purposes only, and any reliance on the information provided on this podcast is done at your own risk. Hello out there, and welcome to another episode of the Apology Accepted podcast. So this week, me and Arykah, we're talking about the mother and daughter relationship. Oh my gosh. Like, are you guys really ready to hear? I know I'm ready to hear what Arykah got to say about me, because I'm perfect, right? No? Okay. Anyway. Anywho, yes, the mother and daughter relationship, and the reason why we want to tap, or me really, want to tap into this, because it is still May, it is still Mental Health Awareness Month, and one thing I realized is I sometimes stress my kids out, sometimes, probably with a lot of demands that I have, a lot of rules that I have and things like that. So giving her an opportunity to kind of let you guys know what works for her, what don't work for her, and get a teen point of view. And also, disclaimer, excuse the barking that you hear in the background, because yes, my window is open and my dog is outside with another dog, and they've been barking at each other for a minute. So we gonna continue. All right. Hey, Arykah.
Hey.
How you doing, boo?
I'm doing good.
Wonderful. So we're gonna get started with talking about the mother and daughter relationship. And so one thing I want to ask you is...
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh, okay.
One thing I want to ask you is, how do you view our relationship, you and I?
Like, what do you mean?
How do you view our relationship as mother and daughter? How do you view our relationship? Is that a trick question?
I mean, I feel like I don't know, like, how to respond to your question. Like, am I supposed to be looking for a specific, like...
No, it's whatever you feel, how you view the relationship. Like, so, you know, it's one of those things where if I'm asked the question, mm-hmm. So if you was like, Mom, how do you view our relationship? The mother-daughter relationship. And my answer is, not would be, but is, I view our relationship as normal as a mother and daughter relationship. I think we have a great relationship, and I am able to say that because I can compare it to something, mm-hmm. Meaning
you can like compare it to your own relationship with like your mom,
right? Yeah. So you might don't have nothing to compare it with,
yeah.
But I can compare it. So it's more like, okay, I feel like you and I have a great relationship compared to the relationship I had at your age with my mom.
Yeah.
But also, from your point of view, like, even if you had peers, friends, or whatever, you guys talk just like we as parents talk. And, you might have heard someone of your peers say, their relationship is not the best, or mm-hmm. their relationship is not great. Or you might have, come across conversations where people are like, oh my God, my parents are so strict, or my parents got all these rules, or my parents, mm-hmm. like, so judging and basing off of maybe conversations that you've been in, conversations that you heard, mm-hmm. How do you base our relationship? How do you see our mother and daughter relationship? Do you feel like I am this strict mom where you can't really do anything, you're not comfortable with sharing, you're not able to talk to or come to for certain things? Mm-hmm. Or do you view it as, well, you know what, I think it's pretty cool, I get to do some of the things I want. I mean, yes, my mom tell me no, but I mean,
you don't really tell me no though.
I got to start.
I think our relationship is pretty cool.
I got to start telling you no. Let me write this down.
I mean, true, but I don't view our relationship as like I do hear like other stories about other people and their parents, and I don't really relate because my relationship with my parents is amazing. I think I really enjoy my relationship that I have with my parents because I talk to y'all a lot and we laugh and like we have these moments and it's very fun. It's not like a hostile environment. It's more just like we chill and we're cool.
Cause I'm cool.
That's
what make everything cool.
No,
cause I'm cool.
No, that's not what I said.
That's what it is though. You can be honest with my people.
I'm being brutally honest.
You can be, cause say it. Say I'm cool. Say mom, you're cool, and that's what made the whole situation.
Cool.
No.
That's what you told me to say.
You say mom. No, you're cool, and that's what make the whole mother-daughter relationship cool. Right? Because that's right? No?
I mean, you're cool.
Of course. That's all you had to say. See, I think sometimes, it's how you start out. And I could be wrong, and what I mean by how you start out is when I knew I was having a girl, it was that instinct that I felt like, okay, how am I going to do this relationship? I was actually very nervous to have a daughter.
You were nervous about me? Aww.
I was.
Cue the kids going, aww.
All right. I was very nervous to have a daughter. Having a son first, definitely.
It was great. It was a good experience.
Yes, but
boys are different.
Right. So being a mom to a boy is different than being
really
a mom.
Care. Especially our guys, they don't really care.
No, Kay was, very laid back kid.
Yeah, and AJ just followed Kay's on us.
Yeah, it was kind of whichever way the wind blow.
Yeah,
right. And so then you come along.
Then I rocked your world. Amazing.
Yes, it was different, but I was legit afraid, even though it was like I always had this imagination of having a daughter because, I want us to dress alike and I want us to do all of this stuff together. And it's going to be
not want to do that.
My little mini me and we're just going to do all this stuff. Well, that's because I played with Barbies and baby dolls and babies alive. And
I didn't do that.
You didn't. And I had, my own babies before I even became a mom biologically. I had Auntie Jess, I had Auntie Kiki. I had all this practice. And then growing up in the neighborhood, we had all the neighborhood kids. So it was a lot. And so now I got my own mini-me. Like, oh my God. In my mind, I laid out so many plans for us to do together. And you kind of came and just kind of disrupted the imagination flow.
I think from a young age I've been very independent minded.
Very, and which is not a bad thing. And I tried to just kind of roll with how you were rolling, and understanding that you were kind of different. But allowing you, and I think that played a big part, or that plays a big part in our relationship. While we can say, I think our relationship is great. I think our relationship is great, Mom. Yeah. Because I wasn't so close-minded where things that you did was that I might have assumed was not normal because it's not anything that I did or any of my peers did. Still allowing you to have that space. Yeah. Still allowing you to do what you kind of wanted to do as it pertained to how you wanted to dress. We talked about this in the previous episode. You dressing yourself since 2.
Yeah.
I mean, not match at all, but that was okay.
But that wasn't the point.
Nope.
It was a fashion statement.
It was definitely a fashion statement. And from there, you continue to just be on your own path. Like, do your own thing. And that's one thing I really, really love about you. You've never been a follower. Like, you were always okay with doing stuff that other people were doing. But if you really didn't want to do it, you just be like, no. You know?
Yeah.
No. And so I admire you for that. And I think that also helps our relationship. Like, if you had to say something in reference to how our relationship could be better, what would that be? Because it's so, the people that are listening and that will tune into this episode might really feel like
you can't be perfect.
Yeah. Even though I am. Okay.
All right.
I mean, sometimes. On Tuesdays. Okay. All right. Yeah. Give me that Tuesdays and Thursdays. I am perfect. All right. But it is definite. We definitely have our moments. Like, I have my moments where I don't want to be bothered, and Arykah have her moments where she don't want to be bothered. But we're very vocal about that. I think our house is very vocal when it comes to that. People be like, look, I'm not feeling it today. I need some time, and everybody just go in their little domain and just be there. So I think that helps. Yeah. Always being able to allow you guys to really speak your mind and kind of say what you need to say in a respectful manner, right?
True, yeah.
But I think that's what works for us. Like, I never wanted, I guess, you or your siblings to have to walk around on eggshells, not really knowing what you could say, if you could say anything. Like, I knew I didn't want y'all to have that feeling, because that was my feeling as a kid. Like, I really never knew when it was a good time to really say anything to my mom, or because I know my situation and my mom's situation is different. My mom was a single parent of 4, where I'm not a single parent, so I don't have all of the stressors.
No, I'm not a parent, so.
Right. That click, yes. Thank you. Let's say that again for the congregation. She is not a parent. But I know, different circumstances, and I am now at a point where I get to see you guys, and I get to kind of like just watch you guys make some decisions and just kind of agree or disagree with the decisions. As as the daughter, like what if anything? Because again, those who listening might be like, okay, perfect. No, you are lying. And what did y'all, like, this was scripted? Nope, it is not. It is just me and my daughter sitting here talking. But if you could say anything to the effect of something that we can work on, like, is there a thing, have you ever just thought it was like, you know what, I wish me and my mom relationship was, or could, or I wish my mom would listen, or like, what are some of the areas you might feel our relationship could use improvement? If you could say anything.
I think like it was very different, because though you're not strict now, you used to be very strict. So I think like now that I've grown and you've grown as well, like you've grown into a less strict parent. So it's kind of like it was harder for me to like adjust to you like being very strict, to you like being very open.
So what do you mean by strict? Was I like truly strict, or was it like age appropriateness, readiness? This is what, like, because what is it that you want to do that you didn't, or what is it where you felt like, you never wanted to stay over nobody's house, even though I didn't want you to, but you didn't know I didn't want you to. So that's like, you weren't that kid.
I wouldn't say strict. I would say it felt like a lot of pressure. I still think I still do feel that pressure today.
Okay.
I feel like I was talking to my friend about this earlier. I feel like I'm like your golden goose almost.
My golden goose.
Yeah.
So you feel the pressure of having to
I have to be the one to work hard. Because
even though, now this is going to sound strange, but it's the truth. So even though you are the oldest daughter,
I feel like the oldest child,
but you're not the oldest kid because you got two brothers ahead of you.
They might as well be little brothers.
That you are really the oldest of the house. You are the controller. You are the, like, when me and Dad go out of town, it's like, all right, Arykah.
I don't like being the control though.
It's all you.
Yeah.
Let's go. Peace. We done. We back. Bye. But
I don't like it at all.
You have always had this bossiness personality. Yeah. And though you don't even know that you put yourself in that position.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it was more like, no, I'm going to do it. No, I got it. No.
Because nobody else going to do it right.
Like, see what I'm saying? So you have to understand that you put yourself in that leadership.
Yeah.
That leadership role where me and your dad is just like, well, Eric.
Sometimes I just be like, I'm not going to do it.
Listen to Arykah, y'all.
Sometimes I just be wanting them to fend for themselves. Now,
your two brothers, yes.
They can't fend for themselves. Well, they're like Corey. They're basically Corey. They basically are. They can't cook. They don't clean.
They don't. They look for you. All
they can do is drive, and now I can drive. So it's really, they don't have any.
Let me tell you that when they said they were waiting on you one time, you had stayed back, and it was like, oh yeah, we're just gonna wait for Arykah to get here so we can order or we can cook or something. And I was like, wait, what?
Exactly.
So y'all gonna sit here and starve?
Yes, they sit there and starve and wait for me. I'm like,
first of all, y'all have y'all own bank accounts, own money.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
own cars where you could have just left out the house and got you something to eat.
That's what I'm saying.
But you've done that. Like, you were a bossy baby sister. So, especially with you and AJ. Not so much Kason, but you and AJ.
I definitely push him to be a better person.
I mean, yeah, now, but when y'all were, before y'all even became full teenagers, you used to boss them around a lot. So now you are 17, he's 19, then your older brother's 21. Like, you are that figure to them. And not because me and your dad said, hey, let's choose Arykah, because what we said is Kason.
Yeah, I did say Kason. Kason don't do nothing. So
exactly.
And then y'all were like, okay, AJ, and AJ ain't do nothing. So then I'm just next in line. I'm finna give it to Corey.
Whoa. This is where it's gonna get complicated. Oh. But understand how you played a part in the position that you are in. And so you like that position at first. And now
I don't like it anymore.
Y'all are getting on my nerves. But here's the thing. Your brother's about to leave for school.
Amen.
And then this is your senior year.
Let's hope the other one go too.
He ain't gonna go far. And so it's you have always shown that strength and leadership where it's no, I can do
Yeah.
And so
I think I get that from you, though.
yeah.
Be like, why? I don't
I'm
ask
gonna do
for
it myself.
help.
No, I'm just gonna do it.
I'm going to just do it myself.
Yeah. And
It's very stressful.
it is. And it's one of those traits where
We're very stubborn. Like, we just...
yeah. It is a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
And
like, we could do it by ourselves, but I wish you would sit here and help me would do it.
yes, because I'm
now that
already
you didn't sit
back.
with me to help me do it, I'm angry.
Right.
So, like, you watched me do it this whole time.
Knowing that you could help me.
Knowing that you could help me and you didn't help me.
So I think that plays a part too. You know, everything we do plays a part of the relationship between mothers and children, mothers and daughters, whether it's mothers and sons. You know, even starting a nonprofit organization, 3 Neat Girls, that's me, you, and Corey, and working on empowering and educating and building the relationship between mother and daughters, because that is so important. It's important for you as a girl to know that you can come to me as mom and literally either ask for anything, and you do.
I do.
Or
I'm not ashamed.
I'm not ashamed. I'm gonna ask for everything. Or, you know, just kind of speak on some stuff, whether it's stressful, whether it's something that you don't understand. I mean, even, how old were you? You were, when you started your menstrual.
Oh my God, I never told you the real story of what happened behind that.
You were out, me and Kason, I remember us being at one of Kason's AAU, and it Dad had to stay back for work, and I was like, okay, well, me and Kason are gonna drive, and it was in DC, and then I just come home. You never said nothing the whole time. I was calling to check on you and everything, and you never said anything. And I get home, and you like, so Mom, I started my menstrual. What? When? Just now?
No. So what had happened was me, Dad, Papa, and AJ went to the movies, and I think Corey was there too. I went to the movies.
Oh my gosh!
Literally, I like, my stomach was hurting. I was like, oh my God, my stomach hurts so bad. Let me go use the bathroom because I think I have to poop. So I go to the bathroom.
That poop that you get, y'all.
Thank God I'm in some like black jeans or something, and I'm sitting on the toilet, loudly gagging, ready to poop, and I look down. I'm like, oh my God. I'm dying.
Oh, wait,
I'm
what?
like, oh my God. I was like, oh my God, I'm dying. This was before I had a phone with cell service also, guys.
All right,
I didn't have
this was
cell
before
service.
the iPhone.
This was like, I was on an iPod. I didn't have any service in the movie theater. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. So then I have like, I wrap toilet paper, like a ton. Like
the whole roll?
Yes, like the whole roll, and I put it down there, and I was like, we just gonna have to do what it do. And I was gonna tell Dad, but then I was like, I'll wait till Mom come back. I'm a hustler. I'm a tough one.
Listen, I went, like, after you told me, I go and I'm like, Dad, did you know that Arykah? He was like, no, she's not. I'm like, no, yeah, she just told me. Like, what are you talking about? He was like, are you serious? Are you sure? Like, she just told me. And it was like, from that moment, I was like, you went this whole time?
Yeah, it was, what was it, the whole weekend?
Yeah, because we were gone. We left that Friday. We came back that Sunday night.
Yep. And
we didn't get back till Sunday night.
It was, I think we went to the movies that Friday night, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to make it.
I'm literally like freaked out, like, and you done already been 2 days, and I'm just like, what did you watch? And you're like, Mom, relax.
Yeah, I was like, relax.
Relax.
I done already went through the whole panic stage, so I'm like, okay, I'm relaxed now, I'm fine.
So now I gotta panic. Because I'm like, oh my God, I wasn't here. You didn't call. You didn't take a day.
And you're not really like a pad user, so I scrambled through your entire like bottom. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna make it.
All you had was the liners. Because remember we used to put the things in the. I was like, no, show me how to do it. But we did it with the.
I was like, it's not for me.
That was the moment I
kid.
knew. I was like, okay. So, like, parenting comes in stages. And I think that's another thing that helped in my relationship with my children is that I moved with you guys in every phase versus making you guys stay in the phase where I wanted you guys to stay on how I was raised, if that makes sense. And so now that you went from this really, really elementary phase, you taking it up a notch. You done started your menstrual. Now you got to do. You was always a prissy kid. But now it's like to the max, and you gotta have stuff separated. You wanted certain underwear, like you just really was in your own zone. And so I had to just get in the lane with you and ride it out with you and kind of adjust.
For all you mothers out there, if you have like one girl or like you have like sons and a girl, the biggest thing that you can do for that girl is get her own bathroom, if it is possible. Get her own bathroom. It's a war zone out there, and it's horrible. And I love having my own bathroom. I think that is the best part about living in Vegas, having my own bathroom. I had my own bathroom in Virginia.
I'm about to say you had your own bathroom in VA.
Like, this bathroom's different. I have like LED lights in there and everything, like, you know.
Oh, well, again, at that time you weren't doing LED lights.
Yeah, true.
You know, so it's like, but no, you definitely, and then you and Corey shared a bathroom, and that
was like sharing with a dude.
That was horrible.
Love you, Coco.
Right, and so I think growing with you guys versus trying to hold you where I wanted you has made a tremendous difference in our relationship. You know, the conversations are different. You know, talking more about relationships, being in relationships. How does this affect that? How does all of this play a part? Because now preparing you to be out in the world.
Woo!
You know, and
I'm so excited.
I am excited for you, you know, and I always say, oh my gosh, Ari, I'm going to miss you, and I'm going to go, and I'm just going to live with you, and I'm not.
I know.
I know I'm not. But I'll come visit from time to time.
You love San Diego?
I do love San Diego. And it might be sometimes that I might be in San Diego and I don't come see you. Whoa. So, you know.
Can you at least bring back some like food?
No, because that's going to be the problem right there. If I let you know that I'm there, then I know I'm going to have to pay for some stuff. Right. And so that's probably why you won't know a lot of the times. But I am ready, I think, to just now see.
Your hard work paid off.
Yes. I want to now see, okay, did she listen to anything that I said? But I want you to make these mistakes, because the only way you are going to be successful is if you make mistakes. If you fail, people think failing is like the worst thing ever. And it does feel like the worst thing ever when you in that moment of failing, right?
Yeah.
But in order to be successful, you must first fail.
Right.
You know, and so that's what I want you to understand, and that's what I always tell you. Even with taking your test, you was like, Mom, I got all these AP tests, I got this SAT, I got this ACT, you got the most exams. I just want to say that. I don't want to take nothing you got. You got the most stuff.
I do have a lot of exams.
You do, and you know,
I hate exams, honestly.
And you are very stressed out over a lot. Like your anxiety go up to 1,000, like way before.
Yeah.
And it's more. And I tell you, of course, the same thing. Go do your best.
Yeah.
Hey, what? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's not stress, and that's another thing.
But Mom, it's not that simple. You have to stress just a little bit.
I know you have to stress, but I'm not gonna stress because now. You know, you already stressed. Now I'm showing stress. Now you got your stress and my stress.
Yeah.
Because you're going to carry both, you know. And I think sometimes and you can correct me if I'm wrong, sometimes parents, we put this academic pressure on kids where
True.
the stress is already stressful enough.
I think academic pressure is worse than any other kind of pressure.
Really?
Yes. I think academic pressure is probably one of the most, like, misunderstood kind of forms of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, because most parents see that pressure as, like, non-existent when your grades are amazing. Like,
right.
Yeah, you have all A's, you're fine, you're good. But it's like, I am working my butt off for this.
To keep this. Because I got this A this one time, but I want to get it again.
Right. Like, I still got to go back tomorrow and take this test, and that test is going to determine if I still have this A or not. So I feel like it is difficult to try to, like... It was difficult for me to adjust from going from a straight A student to now all of a sudden getting B's. Because my classes are 10 times harder than they were when I was making straight A's. So it was hard for me to, like, be like, well, am I a failure now that I'm getting a B? Like, why am I getting...
I'll take your B over here.
Right. It's like... But that's, like... I surround myself around like-minded people who also think like that. Okay. So I think that helps me kind of understand people. You ask me all the time, like, my friends, like, you compliment me on my friend choices, but like, my friend choices are made because we've all sat in the class and was like, dang, we got a B, why? That's where all my friendship have started.
So you thought
you did good too?
Right.
Yeah, like, that's where it started. And, like, most people would be like, a B, that's great. Like, you would say that. But
I'm the one in the back that said,
like,
girl, I got it burnt.
I like that with math right now. But, like, sometimes, like, you just know that you did good just to, like, not do good, I guess.
Right.
Like, you didn't live up to your standard.
Well, babe, I mean, I don't even... My standard is to just not get an F, okay? And that is where I
just not get an F.
That is where I stand. And, you know, I think that pressure sometimes, like, I ask you, from time to time, I was like, okay, you need a mental health day?
And I never take it. I'm going to take it next time.
Okay. You got 5 days left of school. No problem.
I mean, I do think about it. I do. When you ask me, I do think about it for a little bit, but then I, like, snap out of it and be like, I can't.
Yeah, because you just said, what was it, yesterday when we were sitting by the hot tub, you was like, I think I'm going to take a day tomorrow. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, and then I woke up this morning at 5 o'clock.
Right, I'm like, why is she up? Like, why?
I always say I want to take one, and then I just don't.
You don't. And that's because you're focused. Yeah. And we, you know, as a mom, I back whatever you say because I know your workload is heavy.
Yeah.
You know, and so what I don't want you to have is this academic meltdown.
True.
You know, and some people don't even notice they don't not notice, but know that they have them because it can come in the form of you done broke out in hives. It can come
break out in hives.
Yeah, it can come.
I get really itchy.
It can come in a form of, you know, you just feeling this heavy burden. You don't really know what it is, but it's like this heavy just thing. And it might make you have an attitude and you don't even know why. You just in this irritable space.
Yeah.
Not really, nobody did anything to you. It's just, your body is, going through these changes because of your stress. And so that's what I never want. I never want my kid or any of my kids at school, like, about to have a nervous breakdown because they feel like I can't bring mom home a B. Because, see, it ain't my B. It's your B.
Yeah.
And so I never push that grading and that attendance thing with y'all because some people do need moments. And I always say, okay, well, how can I help? I mean, I can't help you, but I can definitely pay for a tutor. You know?
And you did pay for my tutor last year.
Yeah, you know, like, listen, I know my strengths and I know my weaknesses, you know, and I am not good to assist nobody with nothing as far as any of your AP classes. So, you know, you need tutoring, you got it. You need to stay back for it. Okay, cool. You know, it's no problem. Like, how can I assist? And I think that plays a big part in our relationship as well. And just really wanting us to have a healthy relationship, because our relationship right now, in my opinion, like right now, you're about to be a rising senior. This is your last year
Amen.
of school. You graduate and you're off in the world, right? I need for you to understand and to know that your relationship with your mom is strong enough that no matter what, you can come back here and say, you know what? Yeah, I know I thought all of this, but it's really that. Mm-hmm. How am I supposed to, what is your advice, Mom? I am always going to be here for advice.
Yeah.
After I hear your decision. Because even if you say, okay, Mom, what I want to do, like I listened to you, you say you wanted to go to Cornish and da-da-da-da-da.
That was a whole thing.
And I think Cornish is a great school.
And you turned out to be right.
And I said, okay, cool. And we didn't pay all that money for you to do this summer program, and we didn't stay, and
I still love the school.
I think the school is amazing. And what I said, okay, cool. You gonna apply? Let's apply. And I just made other suggestions, things that I feel like, well, maybe she didn't think about this, or maybe she didn't look at that, or maybe, So I just, not to deter you from your decision, I just wanted you to have all your options.
Yeah.
And so I think that's another.
And guys, we have officially moved off from Cornish, and we are on the SDSU track. So hold
on, but not all of my listeners are from West Coast, so you need to say.
Sorry. Sorry. Cornish is a school in Seattle, Washington, and SDSU stands for San Diego State University.
Okay, so yeah, y'all heard it from her, girl. She wants to be over there in the beautiful San Diego, and San Diego is very beautiful for those who may not have visited. If you have not,
I love it.
Definitely.
I hope I get in.
That's a destination place.
If I don't get in, I'm going to community college in San Diego.
Just so you can be there?
Yeah. Why not?
I mean, hey, I'm all for it.
It's cheaper.
No, it's not. You are still out of state.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I just want you to know that. You still out of state. You can go around a corner and it could be cheaper. You can go to CSN.
Oh my God.
I mean, look, I'm just here for your options, okay? I'm just here for your options. So, as a teen girl, and you all of y'all go through stuff like, relationships, sex, drugs, all of that. Somewhere prior to now, do you still feel like I can take this to my mom?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I asked you, and the only reason why I ask certain things is because at 17, baby,
you were balling.
Balling? No, I was out of control. Not, you know what? Not necessarily out of control, but I definitely.
You were different than me.
Different, yes, I like that word. Different, and different. So I had boyfriends at 15, but it was normal for people around me to be like, who your boyfriend is. Like, it was promoted.
Yeah, that's not really.
It was like, it was.
The culture's definitely changed.
Yes, because it was like, oh, you in middle school, what little boy you talking to, or what little, so it was, in my opinion, promoted to be in relationships. Mm-hmm.
I think it's different for me because I have so many other things in my life that I feel like are take priority beyond, like, I mean, if I was in a relationship I would tell you, but like I'm not. So I feel like maybe even I think to myself, like, I'm like 17, I probably should like hop on the train, but like
Not hop on the train. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Wait a minute.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm not kidding,
That was
actually.
some, no, do not hop on. Let that train keep on going. Do not stop that train. Let it just keep on going.
The train is moving off the station.
Let it go. Let it keep going.
But like, I mean, I have so many other things to like worry about. I think is what I'm trying to get to. That I think that also boils down to stress. I'm too stressed out to be.
You are. I think that you are very focused on what you're focused on.
Yeah.
And that's your grades, your
I feel like
school,
that's also intimidating.
your everything. But and I'm not here to, and I'm not trying to be like put you on a hook and be like, you know,
Cast
that
you out.
Yeah, that's not what I'm doing. But I don't want you to be. I want you to always do, you know, what's best for you, what you feel is best for you, and what make you happy. But I want you to know that living a life where you have college or you have high school, you have a relationship is not far-fetched from normal. I'm not saying go out here and date tomorrow. That's not what I'm saying. But what I don't want to see, and I mean, even if you do, then we're gonna work on it. But what I don't want to see is that you are this driven, hard-working woman, but all of your success come from work. All of your happiness, all of your everything.
True.
And then
it's like a Taraji P. Henson.
You miss the life part. You miss the living part. You miss the fun part. You miss because I am able to share experiences and stories with you because I lived them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so you only know what you know. So only what you know is what you can pass on to yours.
True.
You see what I'm saying? So Nanny could only give me what she knew.
Yeah.
And nothing more.
Yeah.
You know, and so my goal was to be better than my mom. Mm-hmm. And that's what she wanted from me. And that's what I want from you, to be better. So, you know, yes, you could be a successful woman. You can have the career. You can have the degrees. You can have all of that stuff. But you can also have a life outside of that.
I think also like me not I don't want to like word it like that, but me necessarily not having a life per se is.
No, I think you got a life. It's kind of
a weird life.
I mean, it's weird in my eyes because it's not normal for me. Me and my friends ain't get together and say, "Oh, let's study for a test." Like that's. I mean, no, that's not what we did. It was more like who already took the test
and who got the edge
and who got the like. We didn't. No, when every time me and my friends got together, it was fun from the jump.
We had fun.
Nah. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, it's y'all fun. I
mean, we have fun.
But you know, I think it's great because it's y'all type of fun.
True, but I mean, like, also, like, my friends here are like very cool, but they're not like my girls. Like, I have my girls at home.
You got your girls.
So I feel like me not necessarily living like the way I want to comes from me kind of latching onto them. Because I don't think I want to like. And I've like even asked Jay about this, and she's like,
"It's
yeah,
okay to have other friends."
I mean, I know, but like, I don't want to do it with those people.
Oh, I mean, well, just say that. I mean,
not those people.
I
don't want to say those people because that's kind of mean.
That is definitely mean.
I just mean like the people that I grew up with and that I'm comfortable with. I would much rather like experience like those moments with them instead of.
And I get it. I mean, and if y'all bond is strong enough to stick through the changes that y'all are going to do, because all of y'all about to go to, I mean, even
I
if we
know.
still lived in Virginia, everybody is on different paths for future.
I know.
You know, and so,
Everything's just getting so crazy.
yeah. You know, and that's the thing. Like, if you can sustain that friendship, but that don't mean neglect a friendship that, a potential friendship that you can possibly have just because you like, nope, I got... Pause. I got my piece back here,
Pause.
and we ain't taking no more. We ain't taking no more. I'm not.
Sure. That is kind of how I am.
Yeah, you like, nope. All right, nah.
You reaching.
Yeah, you done took too much of my time. We ain't taking no more.
Yeah,
we are.
I
we
really
have
be like that though.
We have no more applications. You
like
know,
for the Jayana called me right now. I'd pick up the phone, but like somebody tried to. Whatchamajig? Somebody tried to call me the other day. I was like, whoa, why are you calling my phone?
Wait, what? I mean, you gave them the number.
I didn't think they was gonna call me though. Like that's not what I gave you the number for.
Well, what you giving the phone for?
Why you texting? Why you calling me if you can send it in a text?
Oh my God.
That annoys me really bad. Do not call my phone.
Where do you get that from?
Do not call my. It annoys me really bad. I'm like, do not call my phone.
Probably me. I'm like that too. I really don't. Yeah, you got that honest.
Cause then I feel like I'm trapped on the phone with you.
No, cause you got to say bye bye.
But even if I say bye-bye, people be like, oh, and I'll be like, yo, come on.
See me tomorrow. See me tomorrow in school. See me tomorrow in school.
Right, and I think it's also like, I see them at school too. So I feel like I'm also like, I just got away from you. I don't really want to be around you right now.
That is me.
Unless I'm like, if I scheduled a time that we could be like.
Wait, what?
Unless I'd be like, oh, yeah, let's Google Meet after school or whatever.
Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, I understand. Again,
I should probably.
You know what? You definitely, because you know
mean.
you know what you can handle. I'm just saying, don't close it because
True.
you don't know who gonna be where 10 years from now.
That's why everybody's an acquaintance. See,
Yeah.
that leads back to our first episode, and I was like, people think they can talk to me.
Yes.
And I was like,
It does because you're friendly, but that also
I'm too friendly. I need to stop.
That helps though. That helps with you and I.
Oh yeah.
That helps with our relationship because if you was Corey, I mean,
Corey is a little bit more closed off.
Corey, that's a different episode.
She's a little grumpy
because Corey is her and K-Son.
Yeah,
like, I don't know.
and KK.
It's that May.
Yeah,
it's that May.
It's May. It's that Taurus
it's
thing.
That, yeah,
Tauruses I've met, they act the same way.
It's definitely the May thing. But you know, I look at you and I be like, "Yep, I'm doing such a great job as a mom." Then I get to Corey and be like, "I don't know where I'm going wrong."
I don't know where I'm going wrong.
I don't know where I am going wrong. And the crazy thing is, and for those of you who are listening, man,
and don't know Cora,
chime in if you have 2 daughters and they are like night and day. Like, not just because of age, because you and Corey, how far apart?
we're only 4 years.
4 years apart.
Not that bad.
But it's like night and day. Arykah has always been this social butterfly. Arykah can kind of like, she would never spend a night at no one's home. And not because I said you can't stay. She just, was her thing. She wouldn't stay. She'll come and play with you all day. When it got nighttime, it was like, yep, it is time to go home. But she was the social butterfly. Corey is very standoffish. She ain't going over your house to play. She's staying.
She'll call you though for Roblox.
That's it. That is about it, and that's now.
True.
Even back then.
Back in the day, she didn't even stay over in any house.
No, she stayed with
stay over
nobody.
See, that used to always stress me out too. I'd be like, Corey, why are you crying?
Yes,
Stop crying.
She wouldn't stay with nobody, and so that had me like, I am doing this mother thing all wrong. Like, I don't even know where to begin. Like, what is happening? And so I feel, it makes me feel good to know that you say out loud, like, you know, Mom, I mean, I ain't really got nothing going on, but if I did, I'll come to you. I mean,
yeah, I don't got nothing going on.
Mom,
I'm ready for summer so I can get some sleep.
You ready for someone to get some sleep?
Yeah, I'm finna call the Ross lady and be like, look, I can't do it.
Oh my God, it's only part time. Like, what are you talking about? That 5 o'clock waking up.
It's a whole different beast.
Yeah.
It's a whole different beast. But it does, at the end of the year, I do feel a great amount of, like, gratitude and, like, honor for myself. Because I'm like, well, I didn't woke up all these days, 3 years at 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Every day. Monday through Friday.
Yeah, so you definitely be well
I can't
adjusted
wait to go to college and have a class at 8 a.m. What?
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
8:15, 8:30. Don't go past 9.
Yeah, I'm not.
Don't go past 9.
People be like, I don't want no morning classes. Give me the morning classes.
Yeah. So I could
Give it
be
to
done.
me. Because I don't plan on being in school all the wee hours of the night. You know, I want something between like 8 o'clock and 1. Perfect.
Right. I'm done.
And then I'm done for the day, and I'm ready to go back and get some sleep.
You're not, but that is good to think. It's good that that you got that type of idea of that's what you think you're going to be doing. But you living on college campus, you will not.
Until Lizzo come to perform,
right?
Lizzo!
Oh my gosh, Jesus! I truly enjoy this. I think that having open dialogue for mothers and daughters are definitely needed. Some daughters feel like they can't talk to their moms, and some moms feel like they can't say nothing to their kid, because sometimes kids give these attitudes and these I know everything type of vibes when it's like a parent is really trying to tell you something that is best. But of course, we have so many kids that think they know what's best. A lot of times, and you can correct me right now if I'm wrong, a lot of times it is the parent's approach on
how they're saying it.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
like if I give attitude on what I'm saying, then you're not, the only thing you're going to receive is my attitude. You're not going to hear my words.
Yeah. I also think it's like when you're talking to somebody, especially a teen, you can't talk down to them, because then it feels like we're in a power conflict here. Now you're talking down to me. You need to get, I hate to say it, but you have to get on level with your teen for them to listen. If you want them to listen to you and not just in one ear and out the other, you have to get on their level for them to hear you and listen to what you're saying. You can't talk down to them like it is though you are the parent, you do have the authority. Your authority is not what's going to make your child talk to you. It's going to be the way that you come to them as a human being. It's not.
That's a great nugget.
Power. Yeah.
That is definitely a great nugget. I think that...
But I mean, like, and teens know that you're their parent. They're not... I'm not. At least me. I'm not going to be like, Ma, shut up, because that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yes, that is real crazy. that is real crazy.
Like, that's crazy, but like...
Crazy, y'all. she ready for
I'm not getting my head chopped off, y'all, for real.
Chopped. Okay? Teeth. That is all she gonna have connected. Teeth.
I'm not gonna have no teeth.
That is all, eyeballs on teeth. That's it. That is enough for her to eat some noodles. That's it. But I think that's a great nugget, because sometimes, again, I said this in our last episode we was talking, we as parents, sometimes we have been controlling y'all for so long.
Yeah.
So now when you guys have your own opinion,
independent thoughts and opinions.
Yeah, and it go against how we were raised. So now we feel like what your opinion is wrong, or either our opinion is better. And so we try to control past the time instead of allowing you guys to fail.
Yeah.
And then learn from the mistake. Now, I'm not going to let you fail to the point where you out here holding out a sign or anything like that. We're going to have to definitely do something before that point. But Yeah.
Like mini failures. Like, just
You
let
gotta
me
learn.
fall for a second, then you just help me
definitely
back
gonna
up.
bust your knees up a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm get a little
I ain't
bruised.
gonna let your back hit the concrete, but your knees gonna definitely suffer.
Yeah.
Your knees gonna definitely suffer because you have to first realize what went wrong and how to fix it, and now make a different choice. And so I think that's important.
And I also think when parents do that, it helps your child become a better human. Like, when you allow them to fall and then you allow them to correct themselves, now they can go out in the world, and when they do make mistakes and that mistake affects somebody else, they know how to apologize to people. There's a lot of, like, now, like, currently within my peers, there's a lot of people that just don't know how to apologize. They feel like apology is like a surrender. Yeah, like an apology, and you don't have to accept nobody apology, but like people feel like an apology is like a surrender, like it's beneath them to apologize because of X, Y, and Z. And half the time, like, I'm not saying just apologize to anybody, or like if you don't feel that way, but I do think I'm like the biggest devil's advocate. Okay. So I love, like, yeah, you did say this, but what about what they said? Did they say something that, you may have offended them? And so they retaliated that way. Like, so I like to think that there's no one correct way. Like how they say, like, the world's not always black and white. There is gray areas. And I feel like raising a teenager is definitely that gray area where you just gotta, like,
trial and error.
Yeah, it's trial and error. Because it ain't no way perfect.
It's no blueprint on being a parent.
And every child is so different that you can't, like, how you were saying, like, you don't parent me the same way you parent Corey, because it's not going to work.
No, it doesn't. I tried.
You tried.
I tried. I definitely tried. No, I gave it a great effort.
You did.
And it
didn't work.
Because y'all are different. Y'all are too different. Yeah. And I think what you said was good. Like, we as parents, tune in, listen up. It's okay to apologize to your kid, not because, because your kid is just always right. No, but if you know truly that you are wrong, then you can apologize. Just like if you would apologize to an adult. Do you feel like I apologize?
Yeah.
When I'm wrong on something?
You do apologize and you embrace me with a hug.
Aww.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a hug after we finish.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Because, if I'm wrong, I don't have a problem with saying I'm wrong. But I think that helps open up the communication where, you know that I'm not going to tell you anything wrong, but yet if I'm wrong, then I don't have a problem with apologizing. Does that make you feel better to know that I apologize to you?
Yeah.
Oh, but I don't think have you ever told me you sorry?
I'm sorry, Mom.
Yeah, what do you say? You don't even know what you say you're sorry for. I'm sorry, Mom. For what?
I say I apologize. I do say that. I say I apologize. Half the time I'm joking.
What? Oh, my God. I
do say I apologize.
You do. But I just, I want you guys to know, yes, we see the role of mother and daughter, the role of you and I was established back when you were a kid. So I don't have to reestablish that.
Yeah.
And I think that's an issue with some parents. Like, they kind of lose that and then they try to reestablish it and then it goes wrong.
When especially, like, there's different situations for different people, but if there is some point in your life where, like, you may not have been with your child, or maybe you just lost that connection, don't try to, like, reminisce on what they used to be, because maybe that's not the best approach. Maybe try to, like, learn them all over again. There's nothing wrong with starting over. I feel like, at least. Like, I feel like if you were gone for a period of my life and you came back and you wanted to learn me over again, I would much rather prefer that than you try to, like, reminisce on, like...
Start where I stopped.
Yes. I mean, I know. Because you didn't miss time. There's things that have gone by.
Right.
So,
right.
if you're in that position, probably try to like learn your kid all over again. I think that's a beautiful experience in itself. Just learning your kid all over again. There's fun in that. Take them to the movies or something.
I mean, but I think that's a good nugget, and I also want to add, continue to grow with your kids in each phase that they grow, because like I mentioned in the beginning, I had to grow with each and every one of y'all phases, and that was hard for me because it's 4 of y'all. Yeah. So I had to grow with all 4 of y'all in different phases at different times, where it was a lot. It was a lot for me to actually juggle, and that sometimes it was definitely, parenting can definitely be one of these overwhelming things. But overall, I do appreciate you guys. I think I have good kids. No, nobody is doing everything that I wanted for my kids.
Oh my God, are you still in this band?
Yes, because nobody, nobody.
Four kids, no band.
Nobody wanted to be in the band. So, I'm dealing with that in my own way. But, just growing with y'all different phases as y'all mature, as, y'all go through different scenarios in life and, friendships. I know you had a friendship beef one time, and that was like really crazy. And it was like all of y'all, there was like nobody. There was like, I was like, oh my God, I don't even know what to say. Like, I could just listen. And, those things for me makes me proud when.
I think I make you giggle.
Yes, but it also makes me proud that you're not this hard-shelled person. Yeah. Because though I want you to get some street sense.
I'm learning.
Yes, you are. But I don't want you to be so hard that...
I think that's the last thing people see me as hard.
Yeah, I just don't want you to have this hard inside where you're hard to love.
Yeah.
And
I'm a pretty easy person to love.
Yes, but I don't want you to be so easy.
Yeah.
Where you're gullible. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you got to have that happy medium.
You're confusing me.
I know, but it is because it's like, how do you have that happy medium? Yeah. Because here's the thing. You have not went through it yet. So when you go through it, you're not going to be in my home. Yeah. When you go through your first heartbreak. Yeah. When you go through your first relationship battle, when you know what I'm saying? Because you don't indulge in those type of things right now.
Yeah.
So when you finally go through it, yes, and then I'm be on the first flight out. Oh, like, we're about to sit up all night.
No ice cream though, because it'll make me have to poop.
You don't like ice cream, but I'm gonna eat some ice cream and you can have whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely coming to you, and I'm definitely gonna, embrace you in whatever it is that you're dealing with. But that goes back to say, like, those are not the things that you're in right now.
Yeah.
So again, moving with you in your own phases. Everybody has their points and where they leveled up one or moved to the next phase or whatever the case may be. So I'm definitely proud of you though overall, and I think you make the mother-daughter relationship easy.
Thanks.
You do. You definitely make it easy. I think it's
because I'm basically a mother. It's in this house. I should have gotten a Happy Mother's Day card. I think.
I'll give you. You know what? I'm not gonna give you no Happy Mother's Day card, but I'll give you a thank you card.
Yeah,
because we're not gonna. We definitely not gonna promote motherhood at 17. We're not gonna do that. Okay. But I definitely get you a thank you card.
Yeah, a little thank you card.
Thank you card, gift card.
Yeah,
because I tell people, I be like, well, me and Arykah gotta tell girl, Arykah in charge. Yeah. Arykah's in charge of the house because you're gonna make sure.
I do make sure everything's okay.
Everything, but you are the me when I'm not here.
Yeah,
you're gonna make sure that everything. Even if I leave out of town by myself,
I can't trust Dad.
Right.
Dad needs a little help sometimes.
I'd be like, Arykah, did Corey go to school?
Yeah, she's out.
Is her lunch? Did she get this? Did she get right? And
I helped her pick out her clothes.
And I know, in the beginning you was like, that's pressure on you. And I definitely understand. I wish I could honestly sit here and say it will end. It's not. And so that's going to probably be a stressor for you for the remainder of your time here.
Not the remainder of your time.
But what I will say is that you were picked because of who you are for that role, because you took on that role yourself. And so, again, that's why...
I'm going to quit my job.
Yeah, well,
I'm just kidding. I can't.
I mean, you can definitely quit. I mean, I don't know who you're going to quit to, because you will still be in position. But if that's what you got to tell yourself to get you through, you never know what you got to say to yourself to get you through sometimes. But what I want to say to you before we end this podcast episode is that you gave some great nuggets to all the moms who have daughters who will listen to this episode. That's one thing. But I also want to say how much I love and adore you.
Thanks.
You don't know that you are like one of my heroes. Aww, and I know that
I'm your best friend.
You are definitely my broke best friend. Cause you are broke. Okay? But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. You didn't went for this interview, so that's okay. But and I know that is probably pressure where I don't want it to be pressure.
I don't think it's pressure. I just don't know where it comes from.
It's just who you are. And I never change who you are, because you are your authentic self.
Yeah.
You have always been your authentic self. You never move with the crowd. You have always just done your own thing. If you wanted to do it, you did it. And if you didn't, you was like, Ma, no. You know? And so I appreciate you for that. But I want you to know, and I think it's important for a mother and daughter relationship. I think it's important for me as mom to let you know every chance I get how much I love you.
You know,
and I always tell you that every time I hug you. Now you're like, I love you.
Yeah, you do.
I love you. I love you, Harry. I love you. I love you. I say I love you when you get out the car. I say I love you when you wake up. I say,
yeah.
And I might be over saying it.
No, I like it.
Okay, but that's how I feel.
Yeah.
And I think it's a part of having encouraging words. Yeah. Knowing that someone loves you, knowing that someone will go to bat for you. And I don't think it was said that much in my household growing up. It wasn't said enough. Mm-hmm. So I didn't really, I guess I knew that my mom loved me because that's my mom. Mm-hmm. So I felt
not
like,
because she told you all the
time. And so the love came from, well, I didn't work and I didn't pay these bills. And so, but no, seriously, I'm an 80s baby. So your mom, their love was, I didn't went to work, I didn't pay these bills, you got food to eat, you got clothes on your back. That's love. Yeah. Where that's being a parent.
Yeah.
And so you can't really go out, I needed a little more.
True.
And so I always said, when I start having kids, I am going to shower them with as much affection. Oh my God, but not your feet.
Okay.
Right. She just put her feet on me, y'all. I ain't there. But no, as much as affection, because I want you to know that you're loved.
Ma, thank you, Ma.
All right.
I love you too.
I'm so glad. I'm getting loopy. It's past my bedtime. It is definitely past your bedtime. So let's go ahead and wrap it up until because we got a couple of more episodes.
Yeah, we do. We got four more.
No, this was, oh, yeah.
Yeah. I thought I could count.
Well, you right. My apologies. You are right. See, there you go. Healthy relationship right there. The mother and daughter relationship. So thank you so much, Ari. You are definitely thebomb.com. And we don't have that many arguments. So I want to point that out to the people too. We definitely don't have, we don't really argue.
No.
You just be like, no, I be like, all right. I mean, I don't be having nothing else to say after that, do you? So that be that. But I do have a feeling that me and Corey are going to probably have some arguments.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so.
You and Corey going to hash it out, and I'm going to be gone.
We definitely. So I'm going to come. We're going to do a whole season with just Corey. Because.
That's going to be funny.
Woo, honey. Y'all, I hope y'all are ready. But nevertheless, it is past Arykah bedtime. Until we come voice to mic again, you guys be safe. Peace.